Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Wild Hearts. So, today we are in the business of tidying up our last three side quests. And I think today we are going to start with Tamakazura's quest line. And yes, we are wasting no time getting into it, because we have an end game to get to.
You're the only one who can hope to fight such a powerful kemono. I'll stay out of your way.
And we're off, just like that. So yeah, I thought we would lead with Tamakazura's quest line, because like I said, he's kind of my favorite in the village. On top of his facility giving me permanent health upgrades. Like, he needs a friend. He just needs a friend so badly. I want to be that friend. And like I said, in my Back for Blood videos of my main Carly, we can be miserable together. So as you can see from the icon, we are here for an Ice Tusk, which should be relatively uneventful, I imagine. You know, slightly famous last words, because I could easily screw things up, but this should not be a particularly fraught engagement. I am eternally too late on that. Dogs, make no mistake. I will fucking kill you. Hurt. Fuck off, Ice Tusk. god. See what happened to your friends? I mean, bullshit, but whatever. Yeah, I missed the collect. After all of that talk about making sure you carve before the cutscene.
Wonderful. I'm always amazed by you. That gash on its belly. I knew it. Look. This necklace. So, this is where it happened. This is where you lost your life. Here, with the castle in view. Standing your ground to the end. Very similar to mine. Yes. There's no doubt it's the one he made for himself. Because of my status, I was worried about wearing the matching one he made me. But he always wore his. I knew, my love. I knew you hadn't really abandoned me. Though I wish now, for your sake, that you had. I wish that you had broken your promise and left. If that would have meant you were still alive now. I'm sorry it took me so long to come. Forgive me, my love. But I'm here now at last. 本当にありがとう. I've been a nuisance. I know. But it means so much to me. Now, if I could make a nuisance of myself one more time before we head back to Minato, I'd just like to make one short stop. There really is a fine view from here. Just like he said. I'm going to let go. Leave this necklace behind. In the past, where it belongs. Holding on to this means holding on to him. and I can't carry that load any longer. But leaving him here feels just as heavy somehow. There. That's better. We were apart for so long. Now part of us will be together forever. It's time. Time for me to head to a new future now. But I know you'll be smiling as you watch me walk away. There. Now we can go back to Minato. I wouldn't want anyone to worry.
I don't need to turn this in, right? I think we're just done.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it for now on that. Have to move the rest of this out of here. This is garbage. I really came over here for this.
That which is now useless to you may be a treasure to another. Do you have all you? Such an honor to serve you.
Moving right along, we're going to finish up Nobumitsu's quest line.
I'm sorry to put you through this. Be careful.
After we do this, I suppose. I'm actually going to set these aside, because I'm going to be moving out here pretty soon. Hit the tower and we'll be off. What's it? Oh, it just switched the objective. Okay. No problem.
Was that a Death Stalker I just heard? What's that doing on the island? Anyway, you can handle it, I'm sure. Good luck.
Meanwhile, with me hitting the wrong codes for things. Probably not be the worst idea to hit a health station. Frostblighted. That's not gonna do. You piece of shit. Trying to get that other icicle. Okay. See if we can't get the tail. I don't think I have any shots on the tail right now. Some shenanigans, I think. That being said, I also can't play like a dumbass. And, between you and me, I've been up since about 4 o'clock in the morning. And started recording around 9 o'clock. So it's safe to say that I'm a little bit out of it. I deserve that. I 100% deserve that. But you're not gonna get time to carve. After this event, so... get counted as having carved that. I disagree. Well, so let's assume that I actually got those carves. I'm legit going to die to Deathstalker if I don't focus up. But like I said, I've been sick and I woke up at 4 o'clock, and frankly I shouldn't be recording, but... Fuck it. I'm in the mood to not be useless. I don't think I've opened up a single weak spot on this dog yet. That might have been one on his hind leg. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, he's got spots open. About the same rate he's also down. That's... yeah. Yeah, I can definitely tell in just how much focus I'm using. It's very early for me. Even though I'm feeling inspired to be productive. Well, I'm a little bit out of it, for sure.
That was some slick work. You really are the best of the best. Now, just get yourself home safely. See you in town. You've done it! Great! That's one more thing off my list. Whew. What a day. Yeah, but I can relax now, thanks to you. I knew you were the right person for the job. If my father was still around, he could have handled the odd kemono here and there. But I just don't have it in me. I'm like a fish out of water with a sword in my hand. My father? Sure, if you're interested. He was good friends with Natsume's father, as it happens. Everyone in Minato loved him. He was a fisherman by trade, but as strong as any hunter. And there was nothing he couldn't turn his hand to. I looked up to him so much when I was a boy. But I've finally come to realize I'm not another him. Still, it does not mean I can't be a good head fisherman. The other elders all do things their own way after all. I might not be able to tackle everything on my own. But there are lots of great people around me who I can call on for help. Like you, for one. And I'll do my level best to be there if you need to call on me for help.
Sorry if I'm interrupting something. But isn't Kogyok-san expecting you, Nobu? I thought you promised her some help sorting out her stores.
Kogyok-san? Oh, shimatta! Yes! That totally slipped my mind.
Always making rash promises you are. Not that I don't admire you wanting to help. But don't expect me to bail you out. I don't mind offering advice, but I'm not doing your dirty work for you.
Yeah, right then. Looks like I'm on my own.
Okay, and that will wrap up Nobumitsu. Which should leave us with just one last one. True culprit. The end. Saved for last to whet your appetite for what is coming. Here we are.
Oh my. He is on the brink of death.
I've had it now. But listen. I did it. I killed Dansuke. He said he could outrun it. I goaded him. Said I didn't believe he could.
We're just going to take a second. We're going to leave Hikobe bleeding out for a minute so I can set up the arena.
The kemono must be close. Be on your highest alert.
Really? I'm trying to learn how to roll the roars. And so here, lords and ladies, we have our first volatile King Tusk. No? I didn't trust it. We're trying to open up a weak spot right now. Okay, that was really helpful. That's gonna hurt a lot. Can't believe I rolled that. And off he goes. Boo. I think we're still waiting on those weak spots, too. must not be hitting these weak spots properly, because damn. It'd also be swell if the King Tusk could stop falling on the side that I'm working on. And right over onto the side that I'm trying to open up again. Legitimately going to make me get my potions the old-fashioned way at this rate. I'm just having no luck. I have time for this. Let the record state very clearly, I have time for this. Shout out to Echo with the healing mist there. So I can just focus on what I'm doing. deal. That's our first volatile. And then I'm going to check OBS to see what the time is, and if we have time, we might visit one more new friend. Okay, see, now, look, see, that was what I was talking about with the cladding drops. That time I got the maximum reward for that King Tusk. 8 King Tusk orbs.
Defeated it? What magic lies inside of you?
And survey says that cleaning up our side quest has taken us just 45 minutes, so I think we do have time to visit the Grimstalker.
It seems there has been an extraordinary turn of events. Do fill me in with all the details. It was ever so hard to catch what was happening without being able to see. I suppose he was unable to accept that the death of his friend was the result of his recklessness. So he chose to obfuscate the truth. To lay the blame elsewhere. But in doing so, he inadvertently aroused suspicion. My, how capricious this world can be. Harsh words, but true. Plant melons and you will have melons. Plant beans, and you will have beans. Those who fail to learn can only learn to fail. We live in an unforgiving world. Even a single error of judgment may come at a dear price. There is no escaping it. No one can truly cheat death. Anyway, you have been such a help in all of this. Arigatou gozaimashita.
That will wrap things up with Kogukyo.
What would you like to purchase?
Me someplace.
I very much.
Okay, then that leaves us with just one more thing for this episode. Although, the next new bestiary comes out in just a couple of days for me.
Konnichiwa. What a beautiful sunny day. Are you off hunting? Right. Well, be careful out there. And if you need any help with your weapons, you know where I am. By the way, I might be imagining it, but since the rain stopped, you look healthier somehow. Almost as if you were possessed before and now you're free. I mean, that's silly, but you do look much more settled, I suppose. What I'm trying to say is, it's good to see you looking so well. I think the sunshine has done us all good. I was wondering when you'd show your face. I've got a strong fire in the hearth. I've been poring over my father's plans since we last spoke, and I've reached a point where I'm ready to start building something. But I'm afraid I need to ask you for some more supplies. There are a few more kemono materials I need, if you wouldn't mind. Suzuran-sensei and I will keep getting things ready while we're waiting. If we manage this, I'm sure it's really going to benefit Minato. I know I can rely on you to handle something like this.
Okay, well, scratch that then. Grimstalker next time, I suppose. As we keep uncovering side quests. Okay, not to worry. For now, I want to put put these things away. This is good. 34 of these to transfer out. It's really nice. What do you think, guys? Let's put a wildlife pen in. Because I broke down the cage so that I could, so that we could see Mujina for his, cutscene. Nice little fox to decorate our room. Okay, as I was then. Ah. Yes, definitely Grimstalker next time.
All the kemono I need you to hunt in one place. What a stroke of luck. But I'm afraid it means back-to-back battles. Be careful.
Okay. So, the mission objective is to run the table. To which end I'm going to check and make sure... Okay, yeah, we have maximum Celestial Tsukumo camps. Oh, and while I'm here, why don't we check and see if we're done with our Karakuri tree? Because that will be important in just a couple of days. Almost. Give or take 3,000-ish away from completing the Karakuri tree. Which, assuming I don't play like garbage, I should get here. And since I came out here to make sure that all of my Celestial Tsukumo camps were in fact placed for this map, I guess we will start with ye old Fumebeak. What a world, lords and ladies, that actually, of the assigned monsters, Fumebeak is the most preferable fight. Disagree. Yeah, sit down. It's so funny to think back on my first encounter with him with Bob. He was such a bastard, because... Man, yes. He was a 3-star encounter while we had 1-star gear. Like, yes, I acknowledge this. And I was also simply dramatically worse at playing the bow. Definitely doesn't go without mention. I hadn't locked in this DPS cycle at all yet. If you guys refer back to the way I fought the celestial being, that was mostly my tactic for fighting in general. It took me quite a while, actually, to learn the fusions. Or not to learn the fusions, to learn the DPS cycle as it stands. And, you know, just as soon as I'm really comfortable with this manner of bow DPS, I have seen some manipulation with the Celestial Anchor that might in fact be even more efficient. But I am not especially fast to adopt new tech. When I was doing the campaign the first time, the first thing that I wanted to learn was my Karkuri. I wanted to learn my fusions and all of that good stuff. Oh, he doesn't care. That's gonna hit me on the way back. Or he's going to be a fucking moron and land on top of the harpoon that was apparently a smidge too early. Yeah, so for a while, I did mostly a single bolster for both my explosive arrows and for my detonating shot. And I focused myself very intently on learning my Karkuri, learning the new system. It comes a lot, honestly, from my Monster Hunter training again, kind of getting in the way of me being an efficient bow in this game earlier. One of the things that I've learned is that, like, the new system is important. That was one of the things that, was impressed upon me very strongly. Actually, it was during the, beta for Iceborne, when a tragedy occurred. You guys, I was abandoned. It was the demo weekend for Iceborne, and if you were able to beat Velkhana, you would get a scale, a crystal shard. And by then, the previews and demos and stuff had said, by then the previews and demos had said, Velkhana gear. Oh, that didn't work at all. Anyway, thoughts. By then, in the, developer, presentations, we had seen the Velkhana bow. And, oh my goodness, I wanted that Velkhana bow. So, getting an early crystal scale was huge for me. It was absolutely like life and death. I was not leaving without that scale. And of course, Iceborne was when they introduced the Clutch Claw, the concept of weakening parts, and the concept of flinch shotting. And now, my personal opinion about the Clutch Claw and weakening parts and flinch shotting was, you know, not my circus, not my monkeys. I am a dedicated healer, and this is not a skill that I am interested in picking up and making my full-time duty. And then the beta came around. And my trusty best friend, Bob, decided to go on vacation instead of helping me obtain this crystal shard. And of course, because jokes are lost on the internet, I'm 100% joking. Of course, I would rather him go on vacation and have fun than bang his head into a souped-up, overtuned Velkhana for the entire weekend. But what it became obvious to me as I match-made into endless, and I mean endless, rounds against Velkhana, was that if I didn't learn how to use this Clutch Claw, no one would. And just a little insider tip, and I'm going to shout out Josh from Rage Gaming for informing me about this. When you get the demo for a new Monster Hunter game or expansion, the flagship monster is always way overtuned because they want, you know, a really threatening, difficult experience to get you hyped for the real game, where you can just go in and kind of curb stomp the monster because it's not insanely overtuned. So, I failed against Velkhana. And I failed, and I failed, and I failed. Until I was the best in the world at flinch shotting and weakening parts. It was a huge ordeal. You absolute bastard. Yeah, it was a huge ordeal, you guys. Beating Velkhana to obtain that crystal shard for the game. Like, of course, it felt like a matter of life and death, because I take everything way too seriously. But it became obvious that if I didn't play by the rules, here meaning, if I didn't humor the gimmick of Monster Hunter, of which there's always some little thing, then I wasn't leaving with that crystal shard. And it really left an impression on me. About how to negotiate Monster Hunter in general. So, you take Iceborne with the concept of weakening parts and flinch shotting. My entire build is basically centered around the ability to do a flinch shot. I run the Rocksteady Mantle and the Temporal Mantle. And they basically exist to make it so that I can grapple a monster and not get thrown off. I am one of the few people in the world who has figured out how to consistently get the double flinch shot, where the monster does not immediately enrage after the first one. Yes, I became very good at the flinch shot. aside while I'm talking to you about gimmicks and how I respond to them in a Monster Hunter genre game, I fucking hate Goldshard. I absolutely hate Goldshard. I'm bringing in Bob for Miasma Groomquill. I don't care. I hate Goldshard. Goldshard and I are not friends. And neither are the sleep mice, actually. And of course is the refrain, I have time for this. So then you get to the demo for Rise in Monster Hunter Rise, where the new thing is wire bugs. And there's other new things too, like endemic life, such as the puppet spider. I must have put 40 hours into that demo. Not even fighting the monster. You had an hour to beat, like, Mizutsune. I tore that map apart. Learning to negotiate with the wire bugs. Learning my route for resources. All that stuff. It was a huge effort. A labor of love to learn the map completely, to learn the wire bugging, to learn how to use the puppet spiders and wyvern ride. Because that demo for Iceborne taught me that the gimmick is important. And I think I carried a lot of that with me into Wild Hearts, where even though the Karakuri felt really awkward to me at first, it was... I had full faith that the Karakuri were in fact going to be a game breaker. Like, my ability to complete endgame hunts was going to depend on my ability to get through these, was going to depend on my ability to effectively use Karakuri. And so I placed a great deal of my time and effort into that. Which in turn made my bow play suffer, because I wasn't worried about the intricacies of the bow. Like, again, I will shout out Rage Gaming has a really good bow guide that I watched, but I didn't inherently understand and I kind of had this feeling like, well, I'm not really, like, getting my ass beat just yet. I'll get around to it. And I did, but it was only after I had a firm grasp of the Karakuri. I learned my fusions. I learned how to get... I tried so hard. I tried so hard. He's gonna run me over again. Yeah, when I entered Wild Hearts, I put a lot of emphasis on that, on the gimmick, which is the Karakuri, in my opinion, is the gimmick. Where it's not just straightforward, take your choice of the 8 weapons and beat the monster to death with it. And after that, I learned the volley, but I did not yet learn the glider. I was learning the volley, but I was double charging my shot just on the ground. And only after that did I start to learn how to do the glider. And so it took me a long time to get comfortable with the bow DPS cycle. And then, like, I'm so depressed, I don't remember his name, and I give due apologies to whomever was playing. I saw, like, a 3.5-minute speed run of Hellfire the Harbeck with the bow. And he was using some sort of dismount off the Celestial. Dismount off the Celestial Anchor! That's gonna just hurt. So, like, I have not yet committed to trying to learn this dismount off the Celestial Anchor. Mostly because one of the things that I like the best about the glider, you guys, is that it does break down over time. Like, I'm constantly on Bob's case about breaking down the springs that he uses for mobility with the bladed Wagasa.
Are you alright, Suzuran-sensei?
I need to talk to you about those plans later. That's me.
Yeah, it's, I'm constantly on Bob's case about breaking down the springs that he uses for mobility, when he's in my world, because the springs are forever. The boxes are forever. Torches are forever. Celestial anchors are forever. Stakes are forever, but those are usually used for scaling walls. And one of the prevailing theories about... Actually, why don't I go... Yeah, why don't I go here and get my charge? One of the prevailing theories about map lag, in accordance with the performance issues that have been happening in this game. For some people. Not for me, but for some people. Is that it has to do with random loose Karakuri that are just scattered around the world. And that's not really something that I need to be concerned with when I'm using the glider, because the glider just falls apart after a short time anyway. So it's like, how much do I value learning this new, potentially more meta dismount for the detonating shot versus keeping my map tidy and just doing what I do? I guess we're about to find out, you guys, because we are going to be going very soon into the volatiles. And if I can't beat the deeply volatiles in the 20-minute timer, then I suspect that I may have to upgrade my tech, which will include a lot of grinding to actually learn how to do the tech and all of that fun stuff. Am I going the wrong way? I think I can get out over here. As, yeah, that will be also a treat for you, you know, insofar as you were treated to a salt lick while I dealt with the Celestial Dragon. I have not ever tried a deeply volatile solo, so... that will be new for us to experience together. Except for Miasmic Grimquill, because seriously, fuck Goldshard. I want to try specifically for his tail. You know, as much as I'm fucking able to do right now. But, fucking hell. Are you guys excited for the salt from here? I got plenty of salt to share with you about this shit. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Sportail should be deleted from the game. But in my, quest for the perfect bows, we are going through a Sportail node. Which requires, I think, 3 Sportail tails per bow. So even though I'm planning to basically retire this account and do things going forward. Buddy, did you need more? Did you fucking need more? Oh yeah, see, here's a great example of things that last forever. You could see the monument in the back of Bob trying to build a healing vaporizer. I really don't want to be shooting it in the face. Yeah, in the subject of things that last forever, here, lords and ladies, is a torch and a celestial anchor from when Bob was trying to build a healing vaporizer. I think we were fighting Golden Tempest for my armor. But it's like, that's one of the things, even though I saw the new tech with the speedrun doing the celestial anchor flip dismount for the detonated shot, I don't know if I want to adopt that just because celestial anchors last forever and I'm very OCD about keeping my map tidy. Of course he's hiding his tail in the wall. Meh. But yeah, so that was kind of my thing with car couriers, like that's the gimmick for the game, and I want to give it its due respect, and then I started actually learning how to bow play. So that when I decided to record the campaign for all of you, I'd had 200 hours of bow play to learn what the hell I was doing, so Fiendbeak wasn't a big deal in Chapter 1. Got it. Yay. Okay, Sportail, you have my permission to die. If I can hit any of these detonating shots, that is. Good riddance, you awful monster.
You worked so hard to help me. Now it's my turn to get busy. But Suzura-sensei looked so serious. I wonder what she has to say.
Arigato. Well,
I'm reluctant to let Natsume proceed. There are many potential benefits, it's true, and I don't wish to forbid it, but...
we were having another look at the plans together just now, and we finally worked out why my father never attempted to make the device.
its design is somewhat similar to that of another device, you see. One that appears in documents we acquired from the north. That device did indeed amplify celestial thread, enriching the surrounding natural environment. But it had adverse effects as well.
Apparently, it could overstimulate nearby kemono. According to the records we've been looking at, even normally peaceable kemono could become much stronger and fiercer.
Of course, stronger kemono present an opportunity to hunt rarer and more desirable materials. That appears to be what motivated the people of the north, and why they decided to go ahead and utilize this dangerous device.
Deliberately making kemono fiercer, and against their will too, does make you think twice. Sensei and I have been talking about this for a while now, and we just can't decide. What do you think we should do? Alright. If you think it's the right thing to do, I will. I'm sure it will help Minato grow. It is going to result in more powerful kemono though, so be very careful when you're hunting. Anyway, I can't believe I didn't see what my father's concerns were sooner. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn as a blacksmith. But I'm determined to live up to my father's good name.
Okay, on which thought, lords and ladies, that should tidy up all of our side quests. Maybe. Oh yeah, that's gonna be Grimstalker. Okay, so we will call it there, and next time we will hunt the Grimstalker and head into the volatile endgame. Thank you all so very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.